Well, since Angela doesn't have anything to say, maybe I can try to say something about. Let's see. I met Angela when we were before high school, 6th grade. I was maybe 4'10", and maybe 60 pounds. I don't know, something around there. And my mom said, "Hey, why don't you try going to school in the Philippines?" I was like, "Why not? Whatever. Let's try it." I walk in and I don't even notice her. I'm not gonna lie, I don't notice her, but she notices me. She notices me, and she remembers me.
Barbie.
I don't know who that girl. I think she's pregnant now, isn't she? But anyways, I came back a couple years later. I was in high school. They were having a dance party, and I brought a stereo. And the first person I saw at the door was her and her smiling face. I looked up at her, and then I walked by her. I didn't say a word. I was a shy little guy. Anyways, went in, set up the stereo, and started dancing. Still, I think the only recollection I have of her was she was sitting in the back room, and she was like that popular girl that you know you don't have a chance with. You don't even talk to her because she's just out of your league. So I just left her alone. But little do I know it, we have a party later that year, and the girl I was actually going for didn't show up, so she happened to be there, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to dance?" She said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" We had our first dance, and I asked her out on a date later to. Remember that bowling alley up in the base called Cosmic? That was our first date.
Yeah.
Had our first date there. We had a translator. Raymond was our translator, and she didn't know very much English. I knew no Tagalog. So, and that's how relationships started. And that's just the kind of girl she is. She is the nicest, kindest, most generous person I've ever met. I mean, she will do anything. She will do anything for you.
For real?
For all her friends and family, I'm sure they can vouch for it. But me especially. Most people don't realize how much she actually puts up with my BS because they don't see my BS. There's a life here in the Philippines that I have, and there's a life in the States, and my life in the States is nothing like my life here. It's ridiculous, and she's there she's always there for me. Whatever happens, she's there for me. And I'll never find another girl like her. I'll never. You know what to say about your first love. You'll never love like your first love. So. Why let your first love go? Why? When you have it, you have it. So, there's only one thing to do when you have it. So,
dance for her! Oh! Naman kasi.
Love you. Thanks everyone for coming out to the party. Enjoy yourself. Goes on till I leave. I leave at 3. So hey, let's get drunk.
Wag him na.